firstly, very importantly, please try to have a Pareto analysis, which is 80-20 analysis. अगर आप हर चीज पे focus करने जाओगे, तो you will be nowhere. So there have to be very strict priorities in your preparation. कि see, this I'm going to do well, and this is ठीक है, I will manage. है ना? Especially for the girls over here, we girls tend to have, I'm gender stereotyping, but this is for real, okay? That we tend to have a perfectionist approach. We feel that ऐसे कैसे छोड़ सकते हैं? You know, what if ये आ गया? So our risk appetite is slightly lower, okay? Slightly lower than guys. Guys will be like, ठीक है, मतलब मैंने इतना किया, बहुत है. And we girls will be like, अरे नहीं, I have to finish this also, I have to do this also, I have to do this also. So particularly for girls and also for those guys who also share this trait, please don't try to cover everything very well. It's not possible. So let's divide the syllabus into two parts. One is your optional and one is your GS, right? So your focus has to be your optional any day. If there is a choice between GS and optional, you must focus on optional. And the reason I'm saying this is, you can to a great extent fake it in GS. You cannot fake it in optional. Optional, it is technical. You have to answer what is being asked. Okay. So optional has to be your focus. Also, it's extremely scoring compared to GS. I told you, GS में आप general answer लिख दोगे, आपको 3 mark आ जाएंगे. It's common sense. And I hope all of you have written a paper at least once, right? You've written answers, you've written papers. So have you ever felt this, that when you're writing a GS answer, मैं पढ़ी क्यों रहा हूँ या मैं पढ़ी क्यों रही हूँ, मैं इतने common sense के points लिख रही हूँ out of what I know, right? Like when we write problems of agriculture, हम common sense वाले points लिखते हैं. हम जब ethics के points लिखते हैं, हम common sense वाले points लिखते हैं. Like literally something that we think on the spot and we write, right? So GS में that is how it is supposed to be. If you read answers of toppers like 𝐷𝘪𝘥𝐵 Shetty or even Shubham Kumar, who was a now UPSC topper, they write basic common sense answers. So I personally feel in GS you don't have to invest too much time. In optional, although you have to invest time, तो एक तो this has to be clear कि optional पे ज़्यादा time spend करना है, Secondly, GS में the strategy to cover इतना बड़ा syllabus of GS in the limited time is that you have to master the art of answer writing in GS. So we are going to have 𝐈𝐏𝐸 also, who is ranked 41 in CSE 2019. So I have personally, we've studied together in the process of UPSC. So this is something I've noticed of all the toppers that I've gotten to be around. कि GS में their focus used to be कि just answer writing master करनी. मतलब एक बार समझ में आ गया कि question के 3 parts करने हैं, intro, body, conclusion लिखना है और 3 part हर एक में लिखने हैं. Once you've understood that, उसके beyond you just need 1 or 2 specific information per topic. You don't need like to study the basics of every topic. You don't have to study the problems of agriculture. सबको पता है problems of agriculture. Monocropping is a problem. Credit नहीं है. Rain-fed है. Don't you know all this? Right? Everybody knows these problems. So their templates will come to your rescue. Right? So थोड़ा सा you have to have confidence, and that will only come from writing a lot of answers. तो आपको बहुत सारे answers लिखने हैं GS में, और वो answer लिखते लिखते भी आपका content बहुत develop हो जाएगा. Okay, once you have written, I'll tell you what. Suppose you have written an answer on one topic at least once in your preparation. आपने एक भी बार एक topic पे सोचा भी होगा ना बैठ के. If you've just thought on a topic, exam में you will be easily able to write an answer on that topic. If you've just written an answer once, है ना? तो what अपन क्या करते हैं, अपन सीधा exam में जाके सोचते हैं. जैसे ethics में if you've written a question on ethics, okay, there is usually a question कि means ज़्यादा important है या ends ज़्यादा important है. There's a typical question. हम क्या करते हैं, हम सीधा exam में जाके सोचते हैं, अच्छा means ज़्यादा important है कि ends ज़्यादा important है. अगर यही चीज आपने आंसर राइटिंग में प्रैक्टिस कर ली होती ना, तो आपका एक कॉन्सेप्ट बन जाएगा मन में, एंड आप एग्जाम में जाके आराम से लिख लोगे. सो जस्ट फोकस ऑन जीएस, ऑन अ लॉट ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग, एंड ऑब्वियसली ऐसा नहीं है कि जीएस में बिल्कुल प्रिपरेशन की जरूरत नहीं है, बट व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट इज वंस दैट यू आर स्टडीइंग अ टॉपिक, लेट्स से सिटीजन चार्टर, ओके, तो फर्स्ट गो टू द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज द डिमांड, what is the particular demand of that particular of that question. Okay, so if the demand of the if the syllabus says ki for instance I'll give you an example, UPSC में ऐसे होता है कि GS1 जो GS1 का same syllabus है, right? True, it's the same syllabus. Okay, so what we did a previous year question analysis and we understood that in geography they ask environment related questions. They don't actually ask a lot of geography questions. अब क्या होता है, हम सिर्फ सिलेबस पढ़ते हैं और फिर पढ़ने लग, मतलब we start making notes. But the point is, world history has no weightage. Post independence has no weightage. In geography, the questions that they are actually asking are environment questions, जो already paper 3 में cover हो रहा है. So if you don't do smart study, you will have to study a lot. If you do smart study, you will actually have to study very little. Because syllabus के बहुत सारे parts हैं जो overlap करते हैं. आप एक ही बार उनको पढ़ लोगे तो 2 subject में वो topic cover हो जाएगा. Like ethics में there is governance, and governance में also there is governance. Okay, there's RTI citizen charter which overlaps. Don't try to study it differently for both. Club these parts and study them together. Okay, so for geography, I would suggest do environment well, because the questions are from environment largely. In geography का location part, don't spend too much time. Do the templates well. Prepare the templates कि अच्छा geography location किस factor के basis पे होता है, raw material, market, labor, technology, credit, have a template. And then cotton industry comes, Mumbai mein hoga, because Mumbai mein there is credit, there is market, there is port location, there is everything. So again, we don't have to have a perfect answer on geographical location. Upar se karna hai, right? So this is the basic strategy on how to cover. First, I said optional पे focus करना है. GS में I told you कि आपको answer writing master करने पे focus करना है. And one more thing that I feel toppers do differently in GS is थोड़ा सा value addition तैयार करना है. Okay, extremely overboard नहीं जाना है with value addition, but you should have some points of value addition, because बाकी answer you're writing a general answer. Okay, but अगर कहीं पे एक जगह आपने कुछ value addition point डाल दिया ना, like a statistics, like a data or something, so it gives an impression that, oh, this guy knows the topic. Let's say disaster management के topic में, Disaster Management Act 2005. Okay, या फिर something like that, which is very specific. It gives an image that, okay, if he knows this, he probably knows everything else also. Like, you sound like a very credible person. So what I used to do is, मैं GS normal पे इतने मेहनत नहीं करती थी, but मैं value addition पे बहुत मेहनत करती थी. So what I used to do is, I had a book on value addition particularly. I used to maintain so even now I have notes for this session. So just similar, this size book, I used to have a book. These are my main notes. So basically I used to have this kind of a book, and I used to write down all the value addition points, and I used to then revise it every day in the morning. I used to make it a point कि रोज मैं सुबह 1 घंटा उसको revise कर लूं, because if you don't revise statistics, you are not going to remember it. There is no way that you will read the statistics once and you are going to reproduce it in the exam. It has to be in your system, completely in your system. So what I would suggest is, you per topic, as whenever you're studying, whenever you find any value addition, keep that book beside you only. उसको हमेशा अपने बाजू में ही रखो, उसमें लिखते जाओ कि यार ये पॉइंट बहुत अच्छा है, ये एग्जांपल बहुत अच्छा है. अगले दिन have a look at it. Again, repeat this every day. And then you'll realize कि बहुत सारे statistics inter-subject linkage होता है. मतलब you can use it in more than one subject. So for instance, if there is a topic on unemployment, okay, if you have a statistics on unemployment, you can use it in human development. You can use it in paper 3 economy unemployment part. You can use it in why there is so much social unrest in the country. There also you can say कि it is because people are unemployed. You can use the same stat in multiple places. Okay, but वो आपको सिर्फ तब समझेगा जब आपको by heart हुआ है, तो you will be able to use. Otherwise आपके book में पड़े रहेंगे stats. 3 times you will write unemployment stat in your book if you are not revising. Okay, so GS में focus a lot on collecting value addition. Don't be a hoarder. Okay, don't collect 10 value addition points per answer. Please keep it limited to 1 or 2. Again, this is something which Rohit sir has taught me. I used to be a hoarder. I used to be like, I will write it in the exam. Let's write 5 points. Let's write 6 statistics points. And Rohit sir would always be like, calm down. You're not going to be able to write itna sara in the paper. And I used to be like, kuch nahi, likh lenge. So, but I used to not be able to write it. Okay, और फिर मैं और स्ट्रेस हो जाती थी कि इतना पढ़ना है, इतना रटना है. तो जस्ट अपने नोट्स में भी उतने ही पॉइंट्स लिखो जितने एग्जाम में एक्चुअली रिप्रोड्यूस कर पाओ. एंड इसलिए भी आंसर राइटिंग करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इट कीप्स यू रियलिस्टिक. इफ यू हैव डन अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग, आफ्टर सम टाइम यू विल बी लाइक, छोड़ यार, 7 मिनट में वैसे भी नहीं लिखा जाएगा, चक इट, आई डोंट वांट इट, So that will happen only when you're doing regular answer writing. You will be realistic in your preparation. You will study less, you will write it and come. Okay, so that is that. And one more thing for essay, I think it is not needed that you prepare too elaborately right now. Please don't stress about essay too much. But I do feel that for essay, you should brainstorm. Like you should have a habit of brainstorming. वो जो essay में half an hour पहले, like you know 15 minutes or half an hour, you brainstorm before writing an essay. You have to master that. If you master that, then your essay will come out well. Plus, you need essay writing practice. So content preparation में मत जाओ for an essay, because GS में you will be having so much knowledge. You can easily pull off an essay. And an essay is not about the content. It just really is not about the content. It is just about the flow. It is just about how well you're able to, express your ideas in a very fluid manner. So please don't run after content. तो एक पूरा subject का भी आपका अभी workload कम हो गया, because आपको essay का preparation नहीं करना है ना? तो I would suggest that you have a very sincere group of 4 or 5 people. Once in 2 weeks or once a week, please sit down and brainstorm your answers, like brainstorm the topic, previous questions उठाओ, brainstorm करो और फिर discuss करो. ये discussion बहुत important है, because you will come to know about so many different perspectives. हम जब अकेले बैठ के सोचते हैं ना, तो हम बहुत limited सोचते हैं. Suppose yesterday I read something or there is something which recently happened, तो अपना point of view बहुत constrained हो जाता है to just that. When you listen to other people, then you're like, oh अच्छा, this could also have been written on this. So very, very important that you brainstorm this. And I will also recommend this for GS answers. I feel that you should sit and brainstorm GS answers. Just pick up 5 questions, every alternate day. Sit with 5 questions, spend 1 minute and brainstorm what you will write in this question. It will make you a master, I'm telling you. I don't think there is anything better than sitting with GS answers and brainstorming. Once you think about it, exam you will be able to write. So please make this a habit also. So this is about that. And the third and the most important point is, how do I keep myself motivated in the preparation? It's a very long preparation. It is the peak of your youth, and your friends are probably partying, your friends are probably enjoying their life, somebody's even getting married, and you're stuck with the preparation. Especially for guys, you're not earning. You are like, घर से पैसे ले रहे हैं, क्या बकवास है? I want some certainty about this preparation. I want some guarantee that I will clear this. Okay, so the problem with this preparation is that you have to deal with a lot of ambiguity for a very long time. So it is a little difficult to keep ourselves continuously motivated. And even above that, you see people doing better. At least where I come from, so I used to study in a hostel in Delhi, जहाँ से हर साल 20-30 toppers निकलते हैं. मतलब 10 बच्चे तो IAS बनते हैं और फिर उसके अलावा और IPS IRS बनते हैं. So I have studied in a very competitive environment where I'm constantly in self-doubt, that there are people so much better than me in the preparation. How am I possibly going to make it? So these are things which happen in the preparation. But what I personally feel is the preparation, at least UPSC, is not a test of your knowledge or your intelligence. There are people who are not so intelligent, but who have made it easily in this paper. And there are doctors, there are IITians, there are those from IIMs who have not made it in the exam. So both exist. So I feel the preparation is about mental resilience. It is about discipline. It is about कि रोज revision करना है तो करना ही है. Revision में कितना भी bore हो, कितना भी irritate हो to pick up something that you've just studied yesterday. You're like, छोड़ना, नया पढ़ लेता हूँ. ये तो आता ही है. Let me study something new. It is very annoying to go back to what you've just studied yesterday. But the boring things will only give you marks. So, the only way to crack this preparation is to be mentally sane. And to be mentally sane, a few things are important. It is very important to have people around you who want you to succeed. It is very important to be surrounded by a serious study group who does not pull you down, who is not like, चल party करते हैं, कुछ नहीं होता है, वैसे भी पढ़ाई से आज तक किसी का भला नहीं हुआ है. You don't need such friends. You should take breaks. It is extremely, extremely important to take breaks and be happy in the preparation. ऐसा नहीं कि बस, you have to be a bookworm, but you have to have a serious group around you. And it is very important to have a support system, a good support system. And guys, one more way to reduce your workload because itna sara syllabus hai, is to have a group where you can divide your work. It is always better कि आपके पास 2-3 जन हो and you say कि यार देख governance में 4 topic है, इसके notes तू बना, इसके notes तू बना, इसके notes मैं बनाता हूँ, then let's sit down and then let's discuss. Okay? But इसके लिए you need a little bit of trust. You need to trust the other person that the other person will make good notes. And that is why you need good friends. You need friends who are of your caliber. You need friends who are serious about this preparation, जिनको इसी साल निकालना है. Nikle nahi nikle is different, but you need friends who have that mindset that, you know, I want to do it well. But please, if possible, if it works for you, try, if you haven't tried it yet, try studying with a group. Or try dividing your work, because that is how I have gotten things completed in less time. Ki, you know, we used to always divide our work. Ki yaar, iske sessions attend karne hai, 3 tu kar, 3 main karta hu, aur fir milke baith ke discuss kar lete. That has been the secret of our preparation. For Rohit and I, that has been the way out. Ki we have always divided our work. So I would highly suggest that to you, and have some self-confidence. It is very, very tough, but you have to have some faith in you. You know, if your neighbor can do it, there is nothing in you which should prevent you from doing it. The only thing that can prevent you from becoming successful is you, is your mindset, is your thought that mere se nahi hoga. I'm telling you, there are people who have made it. You look at them and you'll be like, what? If he can do it, I can definitely do it. Okay, so you just have to keep, you know, we always need somebody else to tell us you're good enough. You're good enough. But in UPSC, you know, एक point के बाद आपको खुद को बोलना पड़ता है कि I am good enough. It is very difficult to tell that to yourself, but it is needed. In this preparation, it is needed that you tell yourself that. And if that's not possible, so like I had Rohit, and I used to call him, and used to be like, don't worry, you're good enough. So you should have good friends with you who can push you to do that. So yeah, that is from my side. Now I think I'm open for questions, and we can make this a very interactive session now.